Right. Hello, welcome. This is SM231, starts with a bang. This jam is about getting an explosive weapon in the player's hands near the beginning of the map. Intended to be a 72-hour jam. Maps were completed in a notably larger window. In addition, this map features a new ammo type, drills. Interesting. Drills are an alternate ammo for the rocket launcher. Drills deal continuous damage to targets they touch, veering towards their target's center. When the target dies, if the drill fails to kill its target or strikes a hard surface that explodes. When embedded in a shambler, it deals full damage to the shambler on explosion. Interesting. Holding a rocket launcher and possess both rocket and drill. Toggle ammo type by selecting the rocket launcher again. Interesting. Okay. So we got an alternate ammo type. I don't think I've ever seen that. I've seen like alternate like weapons. I feel like there should just be maybe they're just like I don't know. I've seen like alternate versions of like the Quake mission packs have the like grenade like the proximity grenade launcher and like the multi rocket launcher that shoots out like 5 rockets or whatever. But those just I think those use the same ammo. Or no, wait, I think those use different ammo types, but they're also different weapons, so maybe that's what's going on here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maps. Alright, let's get started. Pretty simple start map. I wish they would put the drill here. Oh, okay, that's acid for some reason. Probably the nightmare select is down there. This is a really basic start map. I kind of like it though. Back here. Alright, we'll just go around clockwise. 8 in a few hours. Right. Oh my god. Jump up to that. Almost got me with that one. Grenade launcher. I don't know why I would use that over the rock. I know some people really love the grenade launcher, the rocket launcher, but I just feel like it's pretty inefficient compared to rocket launcher. Just being able to kind of directly shoot instead of having to having the zombies here would have, from the get-go, would have been better. Because these rooms are, this room and this room down here and this room are pretty much the same thing. I guess maybe the intention is that you're supposed to walk forward and the zombies kind of spawn behind you, but you can kind of just stand here and shoot the spawns as they come out. I don't know. I would have maybe forced the player to go further in. But I guess if this was made in a few hours, you're just kind of padding out the map. Here's that drill. That's pretty cool. Oh, I like the... Okay, so it is just like a different weapon. They just explained it really weird. It's a pretty cool looking rocket launcher. Oh, okay. Alright. That hurt. Oh Jesus. It's one of these red armors. Oh my god. Get some infighting going here. There we go. Some more. Just kind of let these guys duke it out from here. Well, hell yeah, that Shambler's trying to kill the boar. Perfect. I like the chunks of meat that shoot out of the enemies when you use the drills on them. That's pretty cool. See, I think there's a Torok weapon that's very similar to this drill gun. The cerebral bore or whatever. It's like a pretty famous Torok weapon. That was fun. Short and sweet. Got to have some fun with the quad at the end there. I wish the rooms had like a little more height variation, because that usually works really well with rockets when you have kind of high ground and low grounds. And the last room had a bit of that, but I wish some of the other rooms had some more of that. But I mean, I don't know. I guess if this was made in a couple hours, you can't expect too much. So I don't know. It's fun. That was oh my god, they're not going to list the map names. Jesus, what's wrong with you? Whoever made this start map. That was Rocket Arena by Atomic. A fun anecdote: when I first started playing Quake, and I heard that there was a mod for Quake 3 called Rocket Arena, I thought it was a mod where everyone just uses rockets. It wasn't just dumbass CA. I was like, oh my god, that sounds incredible. So projectiles are just way more fun and interesting than like hit scan guns, like the LG or the railgun. So I was like super excited, and then I learned it was basically just CA, and just, my dreams were crushed. All right, let's move on. Next map. Okay, so this one. Give me regular guns here. Oh, I guess not for long. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. So I guess when you get the drill ammo, you just get the drill gun too. Interesting. So I guess it is kind of just a ammo type. That's pretty cool. It like shoots, like drills through them and shoots out the back of them. It's pretty neat. It's a cool concept. I feel like it should maybe should have gotten like its own kind of maybe not own jam, but gotten like a little more love than just kind of being tacked on to like a rocket launcher, grenade launcher jam. But, we'll see. Maybe one of these maps will make good use of it. It's useful for killing shamblers. Did I not? Oh, did I not get this? Oh, this one. Okay. The switch. Kind of gotta be careful with it too, because if one of those fiends kind of jumps at you, it can explode like in your face. It kind of feels like something out of Outlaw. Like visually, it kind of has that look. Very kind of sci-fi look to it. Oh my god, just like everything, Jesus. Where's the, what the door is? just leave now? Oh, it's up there, okay. That's pretty fun. Pretty standard, standard like hub style map. Not bad. I just don't have a lot to say about some of these because they're like really kind of small and boxy. I mean, it's a good use of like the texture set, and for a map made in like 3 days or whatever, it's I don't know, it was fun. That was Demon Seed by Comic. Oh, this is a radical change in texture set here. Scales, okay. This one's giving us honestly, I kind of prefer the other ones that just kind of focus more on the rockets, nades. It's only because a lot of maps usually don't just outright give you a rocket launcher, at least not till later. It's usually it's almost a kind of convenience thing for the mapper because a lot of the times like a rocket jump can just like break a map. I guess grenade does have its uses, however limited. I think it fires a little bit faster than the rocket launcher. Could be wrong about that though. Is there a switch somewhere to get this quad button or something? Under those stairs. Ah, shit. That'd be a good spot for a button. Getting up there. Oh, the lightning gun, okay. Not sure what that button actually did. Oh. Open up that quad. Is something down here, maybe? Oh, okay. I guess that's. You're supposed to grab that earlier. I have to say, this map feels less like it was designed around rockets. It feels more like it was just a normal map that kind of gives you the rocket launcher early on, if that makes any sense. Whereas I feel like the last two maps kind of, go. I feel like the last two maps were kind of, the rocket launcher was a bigger consideration. Like, you had kind of larger groups of enemies, you had large groups of zombies. This map just felt like it was a standard Quake map that just gave you the rocket launcher at the start, if that makes any sense. It wasn't terrible. I mean, for like a short Quake map, I think it was fine. I think it looked nice. I like the very kind of blocky architecture. This one had a lot more kind of variety in the height of the rooms compared to the other ones, which were pretty flat. was that? That was... Zombies Are My Ranger by Chris Holden. It's a play on Zombies Ate My Neighbors, maybe. I don't know. It's a fun game. Right. Right. A bunch of shit just spawned somewhere. Yeah, what do I have for weapons? Just rockets and nades. These elevators are like comically small. I feel like spawning enemies up there when I get to this floor is kind of silly. I would have maybe spawned like a couple guys up there and a couple guys down here. Because if they're all up there, they're not really much of a threat, right? I just shot one rocket and killed the whole group. But if you spawn like maybe like a Death Knight down here or two, and then like one or two guys up there to like shoot me while I'm trying to like get away from the Death Knights and shoot them, more interesting. What are we doing up here? Architecture of this map is like the layout is just kind of all over the place. Very vertical, which isn't terrible. Yeah, I really need a lightning gun. Use some armor though. Good. I think this is supposed to be like a cave. These like rock walls. There's like weird lights on the wall. There's a piece of map there. That's what it looks like. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Some of the, like all these like ways to get up are like really goofy. Like this like little like weird staircase here. And these like little itty bitty tiny elevators are really funny. I will say this is like the only map so far to not just like feed me armor, which is kind of surprising. There we go. Yeah, every other map is just kind of like giving me a shit ton of armor. Ooh, these doors look really bad. You're supposed to make doors smaller than the wall. Having doors be like these fat, chunky things that like stick outside the wall don't look great. You want to make them like thinner than the walls are, so that they kind of go into the walls. This just like looks weird. I think it's really silly to have the lightning gun be a like a secret early on, and then like 5 seconds later I just get a lightning gun. A few rooms down the hall, there's just like a lightning gun, like a shit ton of ammo sitting there. Given that the player has like a rockets and everything, I probably just wouldn't have included the lightning gun. I don't feel it's really needed here. Because I have rockets, grenades, and I have like the drill ammo. I'm not just good on weapons. Yeah, same with these doors. These doors, like, you gotta make the doors smaller. I don't know why they stick out like that. I'd also say, like, this room is probably too big. It's just very flat. There's just, like, not a lot going on here. Unless, like, you're gonna spawn, like, a bunch of enemies in at the end. But probably still could have made this room a lot smaller. I don't know if I'd consider that a secret. I mean, I probably would have just spawned more enemies in from up here instead of just like the shamblers. Or just okay, there's just two. I thought there was just one. Say, oh my god, a shambler. I would have spawned in at least two. Jeez. Yeah, there we go. I feel like I kind of like the when you get quad. When you get quad and you only have rockets, it's actually kind of dangerous. You have to be careful with the. Oh, this is the elevator button. I would have put the elevator button like probably next to the elevator. Putting it in the middle of the room like that's kind of weird. Yeah, having it here is just very. Like, I don't know why it's here. You should have just had it like beyond the wall here or something. I think the first room, the one that's in the background right now, is actually not terrible. That was probably like the first, like that room got very close to what I would consider to be like good. Like it wasn't bad, even with like the weird little elevators. That first area of the map was actually pretty solid. And then the wheels fell off from there, and everything else was just like too open, too flat, very just like boxy. Just like enormous spaces with like nothing to really fill them out. Just like a lot of weird design decisions. I would definitely try to limit your textures. Like pick like 5 textures, right? Like go ahead and pick like 2 floor textures, like maybe 2 wall textures, like maybe do like 6 textures, keeping in like the cultic and kind of themes of Quake. And like Doom and stuff. Pick 6 textures, 2 trims, 2 floor textures, 2 wall textures. Well, shit, I guess you need like 1 ceiling texture, so 7 textures. I don't know. And then just work with those. There's just like too much noise going on with the textures. Also, like the weird lighting doesn't look great. It's just like random like stripes of like neon blue and red, and it's like I don't know what you're trying to do with that. It just doesn't. It just sticks out. You can do some cool stuff with colored lighting if you're really good at it, but lighting is like. Lighting's pretty, like, I don't want to, I guess advanced. It's like something you kind of do after you get your, like, layout and whatever. It's like sort of a later thing that you can kind of add to your map to create some interesting atmosphere. But I feel like it takes a bit of skill. I'm personally not very good with lighting. I'm a fan of, like, TV lighting. Nice, even TV lighting. That's how I like my maps. But yeah, I don't know, like, too much color lighting just kind of looks tacky. I'll use it much more sparingly. Try to just stick with more like natural kind of like white and like orange lights, you know. Don't go crazy with the color neon lights. It looks weird. Yeah. Map doesn't even want to show up. It's Holden. What's this map? Okay, there. Well, whoever made this start map. Okay, that map. Whoever made this start map. Let's do some overlap there. That was rocket drilling in the Mystery City by. Got one decent room. Just work off of that. Make more of those. textures. Ooh, I like that pipe up here. The grass up there. It's a good secret too. Just like kind of buried in this like dark hallway. What's going on here? But I kind of like it. Yeah, I like this. That pipe has to be a model, right? It's very smooth. I guess no, I guess I can see kind of the blocky edges. I think it's just the texture and the way it's kind of lit makes it look like a model. It's like very plasticky. I think that's made out of brushes. I can kind of see these sides. Making that out of brushes seems like it'd be a huge pain in the ass. So kudos for putting that together. I like the layout of this map. Definitely kind of went all in on the gameplay as opposed to the vendor. All in on the gameplay as opposed to kind of the visuals, which I appreciate. Although so far this map doesn't really seem to be adhering to the theme. So I don't have a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher. Just getting beat up, Jesus. Pretty helpful. Ooh, a little bit of clipping there. It's okay though. I would have just maybe had this door like slide in this way, or you could have done like a cool like kind of pattern or something to avoid the clipping. It's not a huge deal, but. Ooh, there we go. Okay, I see what we're doing. That was cool. Fun. There we go. I mean, a rocket jump? Or what are we doing here? Rocket jump, okay. So you do finally have a map making use of the drill, which is pretty cool. Let's go over here first, grab those. And it's really cool with the quad drill, how like you kind of the drill sticks in them for like a good like 5 seconds. You see like the blood coming out and they explode. Just like instantly because you have a quad. That was pretty fun. I enjoyed that. Definitely went all in on the gameplay. Some nice brushwork though. I don't know. That was pretty solid. No complaints. I appreciate the use of the drill there, making full use of the new weapon / ammo type. It's by Hi Kids. What map was that? Beta Forge by Hi Kids. Fun map. Next level. Oh wow. Okay. Again, different textures. Kill all target. Kill all target. Oh my god! Just every weapon. Okay. I feel like this would be more fun with regular rockets. I mean, I guess these guys are kind of like lined up in a row. But I have oh, I do have a regular rocket launcher. Okay, cool. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. Enemies die. I just telefrag these guys. I think for a map like this, I would have had some, like, unironically, probably would have had some bounce pads to help you traverse the map. To go from, like, the low ground to the high ground. Because it seems like you're kind of just doing, like, an arena-style map. Just, like, a big open area. And it's a well-made arena. But I feel like just traveling around this area, though, is a little bit tough. Maybe include the, maybe include, like, the double jump boots. Would have been nice here. Maybe, like, Arcane Dimension double jump boots. That hurt. Lumber's dead. That's not good. Yeah, because I feel like my only problem with this map right now is that I just don't have a good way to, like, really traverse it. It's like the way to get to high ground is kind of blocked off by these these like too thin staircases. So you have, like, these really hard kind of choke points. Quad is on a very long spawn time. Should have saved it. I also feel like more, like, ammo boxes would have been nice here, because I feel like there's just the one by the start. Like, I feel like I'm kind of, yeah, there's just like 2 ammo dumps at kind of very awkward placements in the map. I would have scattered more, like, instead of having, like, 2 major caches of ammo, I would have had them be a little more scattered. I don't know if there's any ammo at all up top. I think it's all just, like, downstairs. Oh, wait, nope. Even that side of the map. I just literally have shotgun left. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Is, like, I feel like I'm always hurting for ammo here. I feel like if you're gonna do, like, a big, like, arena style thing like this, you just need to just, like, pump the player full of ammo. Like, don't be stingy with bullets here. And things like this, like those, like, health packs on, like, the little thing, like, you don't have time, like, in the middle of combat to, like, grab those. This map really needed either more ways to maneuver around it, like the double jump boots from Arcane Dimensions, or it really needed like bounce pads, like right here, like Quake 3 style, like bounce pads. I've seen those done in. There's like a way to do them in. Oh shit. There's like a way to do them in Quake 1. I've seen that before. Hopefully he's stuck on this barrel. God bless. Like having a bounce pad here and then like one maybe on the other side that could like shoot you up top, so you could kind of just like keep maneuvering around. But yeah, I feel like I don't have I feel like I don't have like the agility here the way this map is set up. I'm trying to clear these guys out so I can better demonstrate what I'm talking about. But I am once again out of ammo. There are definitely situations in maps where having like ammo conservation be like an aspect of the map can be interesting. There's a mapper. Nice. Okay. Kill the rest of these guys. There's a mapper by the name of Ish who does maps that are like very limited ammo. And they work really well. They're almost more like puzzle maps at that point. Talk about this area, but I have to kill all this shit. Okay, I think we're good. So here's the thing. When you do an arena-style map like this, you almost have to think like multiplayer. You want an area that's very easy to kind of navigate and get around. And the thing is, like Quake, I mean, you have bee-hopping, and there's a few other movement tricks as well, like surfing and stuff like that, rocket jumping. But for the most part, you don't have like a good way from getting from like the low floor to the high floor. Well, besides rocket jumping, but that zaps your health away pretty fast. So for one, like I was saying, you really needed a way for the player to get up to the high ground that isn't these staircases. These staircases can very easily get blocked off, and you can kind of get very easily cornered in this area down here. So either I would have put another staircase, maybe something that kind of like, maybe utilize this space here, like maybe this door kind of connects to like here. You can kind of take a little staircase up, so there's like two sides you can kind of come up. Or if you kind of want to do something, you know, more, what's the word, bombastic, I don't know, more exciting, you could have like one of these train carts be like have like a wind, like a big fan that shoots you up onto the rooftop. I think that would have been like way more interesting and way better. It would have made this whole map like just way easier to navigate. This rooftop, get rid of these pipes. These pipes are no good. Again, just when you have this many enemies and you're trying to dodge, like, I mean, look at how many bodies are here, how many enemies spawn. There was 243 enemies on this map, which is fine for like an arena style encounter, but you just need to like clear the path a little bit more. And I feel like these pipes are just kind of, I don't know, they just take up so much space. Having like the odd like barrel stack is fine. It's just like these pipes though are like, I don't know, not great. It just doesn't feel good to like move around the roof with them here, and they don't really add anything to like the art. I mean, if you really wanted to like keep these, you could like make them smaller and then sink them into like the floor a little bit, and then just like make them non-solid so the player can just walk like over, you know, quote unquote over them. You're actually just walking through them. The other big thing I would have done, like I mentioned, is more ammo. You have one ammo cache here, and you have one here. That is awful for a map like this, because this really isn't a lot of ammo. This is literally just one box of every kind of ammo, which doesn't give you a whole lot of ammo. I mean, yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I would have kept those caches where they are, and then just added like little individual ammo boxes. Like you could have put, you know, some rocket ammo here. You could have put a couple cells of light, you know, a box of cells here, some nails over here. This is a map where the player is just going to be burning through ammo. If you're going to keep sending like just a shitload of enemies at the player, you need to keep, you know, keep refreshing them with ammo, and having these like two tiny little baby-sized weapon caches or ammo caches just doesn't cut it. I feel like for a map like this. So yeah, I think this is a well-designed arena. I think it looks really good. I just think there's like a couple things that really hamper the enjoyment of this that I would have changed. It's like so close. It's like 90% there. You know what I mean? Maybe like 85. Just better mobility around the map, and then more ammo are like the two major things I would have changed. Anyways, let's get out of here. Honestly, this really would have been way more fun with the jump boots. I'm not sure if there's a way to put those in copper, but having the double jump boots there would have also really helped. That was... Let's see. Wait, Q Style by Hardcore Mazu. Great then. 2 maps to go. Right. Yeah, I know what to do here. I just grenade jump. Kind of shitty compared to. Oh my god, can they do it again? Okay. Is this map just gonna be grenade jump? I don't think grenade jumping is very fun, by the way, so... I like rocket jumping. Rocket jumping is very fun. Grenade jumps are just kind of lame. It's just like the timing of it is very hard to get down. Is the problem with grenade jumping. I'll give this a couple more tries, and I'm just gonna flip up there. I don't really care. Okay. Flip is on. There we go. Give me a rocket launcher. There we go. Kind of goofy, but fairly satisfying. Okay, I got the drill gun though. I don't have the drill gun yet. There we go. Thank you. Range jumping is significantly easier when you have a target you can shoot. Use this to backtrack. Are we supposed to rocket jump here? Oh, interesting. There we go. Can't go that way. Okay. I don't know what this button did. So is there another one back here? No. Back there. Oh no, the dogs. What, the music is going really hard in this level, like we're playing Deus Ex or something. Concept of this, just going up to these like different rooms. Yeah, Not open this door. I'm trying to cheese this. A very poor job, though. It's alright. Just detonates. This is where grenades are useful. For rockets and like this. I will say, while I do like this concept, I wish there was a way to, like, I would have maybe had these rooms force the player out onto the ground. Like, maybe you press the button, there's like a wall that pushes you out, down, into this middle area. Because I feel like these enemies are, like, it's very easy to just cheese all these. Which is just kind of unfortunate. One yet. Yeah, similarly, I would have had something to, like, push the enemies out as well. I would have, like, forced them out of these little things. This is like just one of those situations where, like, I feel like they created a really cool concept, or like a really interesting one. They just kind of like slightly missed on the execution, if that makes any sense. I'm still wondering what this little switch over here did. Doesn't really do anything. It's like a... Open something back here, maybe? Oh, it did seem to open something back here. Interesting. Okay, I don't know about any of this. For that. Yeah, I think this room is a cool concept. I think the main thing that really probably needed to change here was I would have made this area a bit more interesting. It is just kind of flat. That's okay for such a short, like a quickly put together map. The real issue is that, like, the enemies don't actually come out of these, like, little cubbies. I would have had, like I said, the wall kind of, when you push the buttons, have these walls kind of like force you out, maybe, and then have the enemies kind of be forced out with like a trigger jump, so they all kind of jump out of the little cubby, and then you're forced out of the one that you just pressed, so that you're both kind of on the ground and fighting, instead of, like, a lot of these enemies just kind of stayed in their little cubby, and I just, like, splashed them down. There's a way to make that encounter really interesting. Let's see, some more rocket jumping. Super Mario shit. Kind of cool. I think it's like the only map so far that's really made use of rocket jumps. Let's see, what map was that? That was Swab JM by Jack. I don't know how to say that name. I might be saying it wrong. Yeah, some cool concepts of that map. The only one that really made so far that's made any use of like the rocket jumping or grenade jumping. I personally can't grenade jump for shit. I don't know the timing on it. Rocket jumping I can do fine though. All right, last map. It's like Half-Life. It's like we're in like surface tension or something. This looks just like the surface tension kind of outdoor areas of Half-Life. It's really well done. I like these rock walls. I think the texture combined. I always got to talk about the rocks, right? Rocks are kind of hard to do in like Quake 1, like any kind of like natural kind of rock walls. I feel like hard to make out of brushes because brushes are like naturally like very blocky. So you end up with a lot of times people will end up with rock walls that are like too blocky, or rock walls that are too flat, and you have to be really careful about it. But this map strikes like the right balance. The texture that you use too also matters quite a bit. These walls look pretty nice. Not too spiky, not too flat. Here, I cannot. Come there later, maybe. I feel like this map really isn't doing a lot with the explosives yet. Kind of just using the... Is that a StarCraft sound effect? I feel like that was a StarCraft sound effect, but... Maybe wrong. I like the... I'm pretty sure that's a StarCraft sound effect, the little button pulse. Well, I like this like grate you can shoot through with enemies up here. I would have used this some more. Maybe we'll see it again. I think visually this is probably like the nicest looking map so far. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that one drill passed through the one fiend is killed him, and then went through him and killed the one behind him. It was pretty neat. That was alright. I feel like, again, it didn't really make a whole lot of use of the explosives. I feel like that map could have just been all explosives. I honestly wouldn't have bothered with the nail gun. I feel like in the canyon areas would have been totally kind of the Half-Life looking canyon areas would have been totally fine for the grenades, and then you could have given the player the rocket launcher once they got inside. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looked really nice. It wasn't a bad map. It didn't really adhere to the explosive theme super well. It was just kind of like a standard, nice looking Quake map. What's that? Was They Them Canyon by Rep. So yeah, I guess that's it. That is all the maps. I'm really disappointed that a lot of these maps just did not make super good use of the texture on this crate is misaligned. Truly the shoddiest of start maps that I've seen in a while. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that a lot of these maps didn't make use of the drill. Honestly, I would have just based the whole jam around the drill. The drill is interesting enough that you could do some cool things with it. It's just the only map that really did anything with the drill was that Beta Forge map. I feel like every other level was just like, yeah, I don't know, it's just like another rocket launcher. You know what I mean? Still like some pretty fun maps. It's kind of a bummer to see like a new weapon, a new like concept like that put in a Quake, and then just like nothing is really done with it. It kind of just like shoved to the side. Anyways, overall pretty fun jam though. I'm a big fan of rockets. I love projectiles. I think projectiles are more interesting than like hit scan weapons in general. So it's cool, and a lot of, like I was saying earlier, a lot of Quake maps are kind of maybe afraid is not the right way to put it, but they're very cautious to not give you the rocket launcher because you can, a lot of the times you could just like jump to the end of a level, right? You could just like completely break the flow of a map's level if you have a rocket launcher and you know how to rocket jump and where to rocket jump to. So it's nice to have a bunch of maps where you get to kind of just go wild with the rocket launcher. Some cool concepts in here, some cool ideas that maybe could have used some better executing, at least in a couple of these maps. I don't know, overall though, it was pretty fun. This is definitely one that I feel like is worth playing. I know sometimes like these map jams they only get a couple entries and the maps are kind of like, but this one was pretty fun. Especially if you like using rockets and grenades. I had a good time. As always, thanks to all the mappers for putting this together. And who made the Kevy for the sound effects, driller, and drill model and explosion sprites. So Kevy made the drill. Thanks to Kevy for making the drill. I hope that drill shows up again. That drill was pretty cool. I believe Kevy is also the one who made the... I want to say they were also the one who made the bonk hammer. So they're really putting in some work here. The drill is really cool. I don't have a drill in the start room here, but I like the model for it. It's very, very unique. I like the animations too for it, where it like shoots the little drill out and kind of reloads a new one in. But yeah, anyways, thanks to all the mappers for putting this together. Thanks to Kevy for the drill. And thanks for watching. Have a good one. Take care. GG's.